Hi guys, welcome to this week's pre-match posh. Today we're looking forward to Saturday's game against Leyton Orient. Peterborough currently sits 13th in the table on a bit of bad form in the league, but hopefully 3 points on Saturday will turn it around. I'm joined by Caden, Max and Tobber as usual to look forward to all the action. So, I guess we'll start with talking about two players that have impressed recently, Josh Knight and Finn Talley. Both been involved in cup games, both done very well. How are you guys feeling about them, and do you reckon they should start on Saturday?
Well, I think it would be unfair to get rid of... Well, it depends if we go to a back three, but I think it would be unfair to get rid of Critchlow. Bilakapic, I think it would be very unfair to get rid of him. Finn Talley's been pretty good so far in the chances that he's been given. Pre-season and cup games, and I wouldn't be against seeing him play. Stick with Bilo, and I would bring in Knight though.
Yeah, that's the thing with the goalkeeper, isn't it? It's very hard to sort of break into the first team because it's not like a defender or an attacker where you can have spells off the bench. Really, you're playing or you're not. And Bilakapic goes on a really honking run of form, which I don't think he's done yet. Finn Talley's going to really struggle to get minutes this season at least.
Yeah, I think it'd be really harsh if we were to drop Bilakapic. However, I don't think Bilakapic has been, the most stellar in our bad run of form. I think obviously his mistake at Cobblers has led to this bad run of form. So if he was to get dropped, I think it'd be really, really harsh, but I could see why from Darren Ferguson's point of view. Knight's a must start for me. I think that air tackle at Portsmouth that saw the goal go in means that Critchlow has to spend some minutes on the bench, even as some sort of punishment to know that in this league, on a promotion pushing side, you can't make those sort of mistakes.
I think it's brutal, but I don't think we'd do that.
Yeah, I guess the other thing is, there is that sort of you can't make mistakes thing. And I think that's sort of a common misconception. People have thought, because we're doing this sort of trust the process thing, that it means that defenders and these young players are allowed infinite mistakes. That's not the case, surely. I mean, if you make mistakes, if you carry on playing bad, you're not just going to be given minutes for the sake of it. We are still going to operate like a football club, no?
I would love to see Knight and Sturge to play, to be honest, on Saturday. I think Knight deserves it. I just don't see Fergie switching up it too much. I think he's got his best mates. He's very loyal. And I think Critchlow does start. I don't want him to start, but I do think he does start.
Yeah, the fact that he left Critchlow at home on Tuesday probably isn't a good sign, considering the other players he left at home are sort of nailed-on starters for the game. Let's move on. Lone players that have made an impact so far. They played on Tuesday night, Katongo and Sturge, and did very well. Do you reckon both of them will be in for a start on Saturday?
I would like to see Sturge in for Burrows. He brings something different. I think he's sort of a similar type of player. I think he looks good on the ball. I think he brings more to the team. Katongo, I would leave out for this one. I think he's shown signs of goodness, but I would leave him out. So I think it would be unfair to leave any of the centre-backs out, unless it's Knight.
So I'm guessing you think you're going to stick to the back four then? There's been a lot of talk about going to a 5, and then Katongo could probably play alongside Knight and Edwards. But is your view still with the 4?
I would go for the 4 for Leyton Orient. I think we should have gone with the back 5 for Pompey or the back 3. Game, I think we need as many attackers as possible, so I'd go for the back 4.
I'm very much in the camp of a back 3. I think, if anything, now's the time to sort of trial and error that back 3. We've got Orient should be a must-win game. Cheltenham, which also should be a must-win game. So I think actually, if we think about it, if we want to do trial and error, I think these 2 games are perfect to do that. You make these sort of new concepts that we want to try going forward. Get Katongo, Ronnie and Knight in a back 3. See how they perform. Maybe at Cheltenham, switch up and let Critchlow play in that back 3. Obviously, that's what I'd do if I was Fergie. I think we'll end up playing the back 4. I don't think Katongo will get minutes, but I definitely think Sturge will. But no, if I was Darren Ferguson, I'd be going with the back 3 and letting Katongo and Sturge get minutes because I think they deserve it.
I would like to see a back 4 again on Saturday, to be honest. And I don't think Fergie changes to a back 3. And I don't see Katongo starting. He might come on if we get a couple of goals advantage, just a few minutes, but I don't see him starting. I see Sturge starting for Burrows, maybe. I'll be interested to see. But
I think if you look at the 4, I think it does give us more options coming forward in theory. I'm guessing you're thinking of like the back 5 with the 5-2-1-2. Who are the 2 midfielders? Does that mean Poku plays in the 10? Did Burrows play himself into the team with his performance in the 10 on Tuesday night?
Look, if we're going to go for a back 3, Ronnie off the left, Katonga in the middle, Knight to the right, and then I'd have Kyoso and Sturge as the corresponding wing backs, Collins and Cipriano as the midfield 2, and then a front 3 of Poku, JCH and EMC. Collins has played in a back 3 system at Exeter for 2 years. Cipriano's also played in a back 3 system last season. I think they'll be a perfect pairing.
Kind of touched on it that it's an important game, but how key are these next 2 games?
I think we need to get back to winning ways in the league. We're definitely a momentum sort of side. If we win one, then we usually go and win the next 3-4. But if we lose, again, we lose the next couple. So, yeah, we really do need to get back to winning ways. And it's a great chance with probably the easiest game so far this season.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, our 2 easiest games so far have come in quick succession, haven't they?
Yeah, Saturday is a must-win for me for confidence reasons because we're in desperate need of a winner in the league, to be honest. Just to get, like Hayden said, just to get the momentum up a little bit, and we'll do the boys massively.
I think it's a must-win. I don't see us losing to Cheltenham. It will get clipped, but I just don't see us losing to Cheltenham. And if we lose to Orient, I think that is going to be an absolute disaster, considering our run of fixtures, especially Bristol. The Gas will be a very hard game, and same with Bolton Wanderers. It will be a difficult game away from home. So I think these 2 need to be a win for momentum so that we can get points on the road.
Yeah, I completely agree. That being said, with our predictions for the teams, with us all emphasising how important it is to get 3 points on the board, let's see if we think we're going to do so. So the Predictions League is back. Let's go one by one. The score and the first Peterborough United goal scorer, if any. If you're going for no Peterborough United goals, it's the first yellow card recipient for the bar.
Right, I'll go a 2-0 Posh, another 2-0 win. We just need any sort of win, really. But if we could score a couple goals, that'd be brilliant.
I'm going to go with 3-1. I think Orient will score first, and I think we'll come back to win 3-1. Ephraim Clark is my first goal scorer.
I somewhat agree with you, Max, to be honest. I do think Orient will score first. We'll get it 1 goal, 1-1, get the confidence up, floodgates open, and we'll win the game 4-1, I reckon. Jono bags a hat-trick.
Yeah, a hat-trick really would just do Jono the world of good. I'll go for 2-1 Posh. I think the first Posh goal scorer will be Ephraim Clark as well. So yeah, that's our predictions. So yeah, that was a whistle-stop tour of pre-match Posh. Hope you guys all enjoy the game on Saturday. Let us know in the comments down below if you're going and where you're sitting. Come and try and see us. We'll be in Caden in the family stand. We'll be in the terrace. So hopefully you enjoy the game. We'll have Sunday Night Live coming at you, reacting to the Orient game. Hope you all enjoyed this one. Up the Posh.